Hello guys, I welcome back you to the Root Programming Screencast on Python. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about Python data types that are available. So as we know that in yesterday classes we have talked about variables. What exactly variables are? So we have talked about bottle as a variable. So bottle is a container that is storing something. So here we are concentrating on what we are storing. So if we store water in a container in the water bottle, so the type what we are storing is water. So not only that we can store coconut water, not only that we can store juices, apple juice, banana juice, whatever you want. So these types what we are storing are called as data types in Python. Is clear? So let us take an example. So x is equal to 10. So x is a container, it is holding into data. X is equal to naga. So x is storing string type. So in any programming languages, data types are very important. Is this clear? See. So Python has many inbuilt and default data types. All these are the different inbuilt data types that are available in Python. So coming to text type, that is a string is available in Python. Coming to numeric type, we had int, float, and complex. Coming to sequence type, we had list, tuple, range. Coming to mapping type, we had dict. Coming to set type, we had set and foreign set. Coming to bool type, we had bool. Coming to binary types, we had byte, byte array, and memory view. These are the different data types that are available in Python. Let us look on to them very briefly. So a numeric value is the representation of data which has a numeric value. Python identifies three types of numbers. So as you can see, we can store only number type of data in numeric types. So first one is integer, second one is float, and third one is complex type. So these three are the different numeric types that are available in Python. Is it clear? Yeah. First one is positive. First one is integer. So integer in the sense we store all whole numbers, which is from positive to negative. What is float? Float in the sense we only store floating values. That means which has fractional part also. Is clear? So float can be represented in two ways. One using decimal symbol, and second one is using scientific notation. Scientific notation in the sense we use e to represent it. Is clear? Yeah. Third one is complex number. So from childhood, from schooling onwards, we are learning complex number is in form of a plus bi. Yes or no? So in Python also we will be using complex numbers. We will be having one predefined data type called as complex number, which has both real part and imaginary part, and it is represented as x plus yj. Is this clear? Yeah. This is about complex numbers. So after talking about number types, we had one more type as a sequence type. A sequence type is an ordered collection of different or similar data types. So Python has the following inbuilt sequence types. So first one is list and second one is tuple. So here, so list and tuple are the sequence ordered collection of elements. So we will be storing different types. Yeah. So list is ordered collection of one or more items, not necessary to be same type, but put in square brackets. So the best example of list is when we go to grocery shop or when we go for a market. So what we will do, we will prepare a list of what the things we want. Yes or no? So list is a collection of more than one elements. It is ordered collection because we are maintaining indexes for each and every element that we are storing in the list. So the list is heterogeneous collection of elements. That means we can store different types of data elements. Not only similar types, we can store different types. Let us consider example of student data. Like a student might be having name, roll number, and some extra details like marks, section. So all these are different data types. All this will be stored in list. List is an heterogeneous collection of elements, and the list can be represented using square brackets. Okay, now coming to tuple. Tuple is an ordered collection of elements, and a tuple is also a collection of heterogeneous elements. It is also a collection of one or more elements, but we put them in the parentheses. List can be put in square brackets, whereas tuples can be put in parentheses. So the main difference between list and tuple is lists are mutable in nature, tuples are immutable in nature. What is the difference between mutability and immutability? Mutable in the sense which can be modifiable. That means which can change. Values can be changed. So first I have entered Naga Shekhar in the list. After some time I am changing Naga to something Ramana. So these all changes can be made in the list. Whereas in the tuple we cannot change that. Let us take the latitude longitude for a region. So that values cannot be changed and that can be fixed. This clear? So this is the difference between list and tuple. Lists are mutable in nature, tuples are immutable in nature. Coming to text types, we had a string. We know that string is a collection of characters. So we can create string in three ways: using single quotes, using double quotes, and using triple quotes. These are the three ways where we can create string. Let us talk about mapping data types that are available in Python. So a dictionary is one mapping data type that are available in Python. A dictionary is an unordered collection of data. So as we see, list and tuple are ordered collection of data elements, but whereas dictionary is an unordered collection of elements, unordered collection of data. So it is collection of key value pairs. It is collection of key value pairs, and they are enclosed in the curly braces. Let us take an example of dictionary, Oxford Dictionary or any other dictionary. So if you open the dictionary, we will be having a word and its meaning. So this word is called key, value is called meaning. So dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. You will be having different keys and different values. Okay, now one important point to note is key value here is immutable and value can be mutable. When we are talking about dictionaries, we will go into depth. And let us talk about Boolean types that are available in Python. So data with one or more built-in values. There are two built-in values for this Boolean type. One is true and false. Notice that tree is true in false, F is capital and T is capital in true and false. There is only three keywords which starts with capital letter: true, false, and none. Remaining all keywords are lower in case. Okay now. So if you declare true and false like this, true and false, they are not Boolean types. You will get an error if you do like that. Okay, we will see that. Now coming to set data types, we had two data types that are available in Python. First one is set and second one is fortune set. A set is also an unordered collection of data. So let us revise the topics that what we had discussed. List and tuple are ordered collection, whereas dictionary and set are unordered collection. Okay, now list and set are having indexes, but set is not having any indexes. So set is called as unordered and unindexed, whereas list is ordered and indexed. Is clear? So in Python, sets are represented using curly braces. Dictionaries and sets are represented using curly braces. If you mention them, key value pair, we call that as dictionary. If you do not mention them, we can call that as set. A set contains unordered collection of unique elements. This is very important. Duplication is not allowed in sets, whereas duplication can be allowed in lists and tuple. Sets are mutable, that can be changed using methods like add and remove. So we can add elements. Sets are mutable in the sense I can add elements, I can delete elements. Dictionary is also mutable, which means we can add and which one you can delete. But keys, I have already said to you, keys are immutable in nature, values are mutable in nature. Okay now. So coming to fortune set, so this is inbuilt function that is available in Python, which takes iterable object as input and make it as immutable. Which means it freezes the iterable object and make it as unchangeable. This fortune set is what it is doing is, it is taking either for iterable object in the sense it is type sequence type, which means either list or tuple or whatever it wants. It will take that list or tuple or set and it will convert into immutable type. Okay, now which cannot be changed. So if it is changing like immutable nature, then we cannot alter that. We cannot alter that. So we had one more type, that is binary type. So binary type in the sense So there are three binary types that are available in Python. First one is byte, second one is byte array, and third one is memory array. So this byte and byte array are used to manipulate binary data, and this byte and byte array can be supported by a protocol as that protocol is called as memory view. Is clear? So memory view can be access the memory of other binary object without copying the actual content. So what it means is this memory view is a protocol. What it is doing is it can directly access the memory. It can directly access the binary object memory without copying that. Without it doesn't create any copy of that. It can directly access that and it can directly modify that. Is clear? Yeah. Now let us execute all this. Before that, I will open a Jupyter notebook. Yeah. So let me create a new Jupyter notebook. See, we have talked about all the different data types that are available. Let us talk about number data type. First one is int, right? So x is equal to, I am declaring it as 10. So let us find the type of x. Let us find the type of x. What is the type of x? It is 10. So let me take x is equal to 10.5. What is the type of that x? So the type of that x is float. Okay, now see, let me copy this and paste this, and what I will do is I will declare like this: a plus, that is 10 plus 6a. What is the type of this? This is the type of complex. So these are the number types that are available in Python. Okay, now let us talk about the text type. I am defining a string which is equivalent to Naga. Now let us find the type of this. The type of the string is Naga. So okay, the type of that is Naga is string. This clear? So this is the data and this is the variable. This clear? Yeah. This is text type. Now let us talk about sequence type that are available. So I am declaring like this. If I declare in square brackets, the type of that is automatically list. Okay, now if I declare that in parenthesis, then the type of that, what is the type of that? The type of that T is tuple. So see here, I am declaring like this. Can you tell what is the type of this? I have declared in parenthesis and now I am finding the type of L. See here, you are getting it as int, not tuple. Why? Because we are getting like this. It is a wonderful, interesting point, right? So if you want to declare a tuple with a single value, then how to declare is you can declare like this. You can declare by using 1 comma. Otherwise, it is treated as int, not tuple. Okay, now this is one important point while you are talking about tuples. Is this clear? We have completed about list and tuples. Now let us talk about dictionaries. How to declare a dictionary is equal to dict1 is equal to, see, I'm declaring one roll number 1, it is Nag, and roll number 2, it is Sheikh. Okay, now let me find the type of dict1. What is the type? That is dictionary. Is this clear? Yeah. Now what I want to do is I want to change Naga. So how can I change that? Dict of 1 is equal to, I am changing it to Naga. See, it is valid or not? It is valid. Okay, na? See, what if I change the tuple? See, I am changing, so I am declaring tuple like this: 1, 2, 3. If I want to make any change, so T of 0 is equal to 100. I want to change like this. Can I change it? No, we cannot change because tuples are immutable in nature, whereas list can be changed. Okay, na? This is about tuple list dictionary. Now let us talk about set. Set is equal to 1, 2, 3. If I declare like this, set will be created. See, if I display like this, I am getting set. I want to find the type of that. See, I am getting type of that to be set. So what if I declare duplications in that? Duplications in set. See, if I declare duplications, the duplications will not be stored in this set. See here, I have declared 3 2s, but it only storing 1 2. Is this clear? Yeah. This is about the data types that are available in Python. Okay, now Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you have any queries regarding the data types, please put them on the comment box. If you like this video, please share it to your friends. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.